This is the poignant tale of Alica Simmons, a lively 27-year-old whose life was tragically ended in a shocking act of violence in Lithonia, Georgia, on August 1, 2019. She was involved in a harmful relationship with a man named Otis Walker. On a critical evening, a distressing situation led to several urgent calls to the police. The caller, identified as Alica Simmons, abruptly said, "If anything happens to me," before disconnecting. During these calls, the dispatcher overheard Alica in a heated argument with someone, her words clear and alarming. "Are you threatening me? And you're going to kill me." Following several abruptly ended calls to 911, officers responded by visiting the residence, only to depart after discovering it dark and seemingly undisturbed, with no signs of any altercation. Later, a call from Otis's mother prompted the police to return, where they made a tragic discovery. Aleka had passed away from a gunshot wound to the chest. What transpired that night? And why weren't Alica's pleas for assistance given greater urgency and attention? Welcome to Crime Buzz on the True Crime Tracker channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This narrative brings us to Lithonia, Georgia, a tranquil and serene neighborhood renowned for its peaceful atmosphere. Alica Simmons, a young woman, embraced life with zest and enthusiasm. She was not only a cherished daughter and sister, but also a devoted mother to her children, a role she held in high regard and affection. Alica's caring nature and gentle spirit made her beloved by all who had the opportunity to know her. She was employed as a dancer at Folly Strip Club, as indicated by her social media, and was known for her playful demeanor, often sharing lighthearted videos online. However, beneath Aleka's cheerful exterior lay hidden struggles. Aleka found herself in a harmful relationship with 32-year-old Otis Walker. She endured abuse at his hands, often resulting in his arrest, only for her to subsequently bail him out. Friends and family repeatedly attempted to persuade Aleka to distance herself from Otis. Despite their advice to leave him, he invariably managed to draw her back into the relationship. Neighbors often observed the couple engaging in disputes openly on the street. Their relationship was fraught with difficulties and strife, displaying clear indications of domestic unrest that ultimately culminated in a tragic and irreversible conclusion. On a tragic evening of August 1, 2019, Aleka's life was irrevocably changed by a grievous act of violence perpetrated by Otis Walker, the man in her life. This horrifying incident forever transformed the lives of all those connected to it. The harrowing events of the night of July 31st unfolded with multiple 911 calls. Close to midnight, Alica Simmons made a call herself. Her voice, shaking with terror and distress, conveyed a dire message. "This is Alica Simmons. If anything happens to me." In the background, the dispatcher could discern the sounds of an intense dispute, with Aleka's urgent pleas heard clearly. "Are you threatening me? You're going to kill me?" Following Alica's urgent call for assistance, the DeKalb County Police Department quickly sent officers to her home. But when they arrived, they were met with an unsettling silence and darkness, with no visible indications of any disturbance, as detailed in the statement from the district attorney's office. As the situation between Aleka and Otis intensified inside the house, Otis's mother, Sharon Walker, was asleep. She was awakened by a knock on her bedroom door from a younger family member, who informed her that the police were at the front door. Sharon Walker, Otis's mother, proceeded to her son's bedroom where he and Aleka were staying. Sensing the strained atmosphere between them, she suggested giving Aleka a ride and went to her room to fetch her car keys. During this time, Otis hinted to his mother that Aleka planned to speak with the police, and then he shut the bedroom door. Shortly after, the startling sound of a gunshot rang out. Upon hearing the gunfire from near her bedroom, Otis's mother hurried back to the room, where she found Aleka grievously injured. In a shocking turn of events, Otis Walker had shot and killed Alica in an act beyond understanding. Yet, the tragedy didn't stop there. It plunged even deeper into calamity. Right after the shooting occurred, Otis's mother and two younger family members left the scene quickly, seeking shelter in a nearby neighbor's house for safety. It was from this location that they promptly called 911. Officers sent to the residence on Hodgdon Corners Cove in Lithonia, where Alica lived with Otis, were met with a scene of indescribable horror. The events that unfolded that night were of such a nature that they would leave a lasting impact on them for years to come. In the meantime, Officer Derek Nunn, who was among the first to respond to the distress call, came back to the location with 2 other officers. As they carefully made their way towards the front yard, they suddenly faced a barrage of gunfire. Otis Walker, armed and posing a significant threat, fired a volley of shots at the officers, hitting Officer Nunn 4 times. Miraculously, Officer Nunn survived the assault. However, the physical and emotional wounds he sustained that night would indelibly mark his life. The statement from the district attorney's office discloses that Otis had earlier been apprehended for a battery incident involving Aleka. Following this sudden eruption of violence, the officers were compelled to withdraw to a safer location, waiting for the SWAT team to arrive. When the SWAT team arrived and took charge of the situation, the urgent hunt for Otis Walker commenced. Having fired 19 shots, Otis had slipped away into the nearby woods, effectively avoiding capture. His concealment in the forest evaded the law enforcement officers, heightening the atmosphere of urgency and peril within the community.
My neighbor was running down my driveway. He ran around to the back of the house.
His neighbor is 27-year-old Otis Walker. Walker is accused of murdering his 27-year-old girlfriend, Alica Simmons, in his mother's home on Hodgson Corners Circle just after midnight Thursday. Then police say Walker shot and wounded Officer Derek Nunn, who responded to the call. He's been on the run since. I saw Walker's family members return to the home.
I don't know what state of mind you was in that night.
The ensuing manhunt was extensive, with a collaboration of various law enforcement agencies dedicating their efforts to find and capture Otis Walker. The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Fugitive Task Force, along with the DeKalb County Police Department, led the persistent chase of the fugitive. They diligently searched the surrounding region, unwavering in their pursuit of justice.
A fugitive squad is searching for the man accused of murdering his girlfriend and then shooting an officer. 27-year-old Otis Walker has been on the run for nearly 48 hours now. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in DeKalb County, where the best friend of the murder victim says that she wishes that she would have done more to help out. Tom?
Yeah, Craig, Alica Simmons' best friend says that she was trying to leave her abusive boyfriend, Otis Walker. She thinks that's what sparked the violence in this home where Simmons was murdered and an officer shot.
I just feel sick to my stomach. Like, I can't get no rest. I just keep thinking about her.
Ashley Hill keeps thinking about her best friend, Alica Simmons, thinking how she told her over and over to leave her abusive boyfriend, Otis Walker.
She would say, I love him. I don't want to leave him like everybody else leave him.
Police say Walker murdered Simmons in his home on Hodgson Corner Cove early Thursday morning. Officers say he then shot responding officer Derek Nunn. Hill wishes she had done more to get Simmons to leave.
It's been eating me up. She don't deserve that. Like, she was a good person.
Walker's neighbor says it was Simmons who kept up the chaos in the relationship. Tammy Gresham wonders if Walker had had enough.
And I know you was trying to get away from her, and she kept bothering you and bothering you.
But Hill says Walker was so abusive, Simmons had him arrested recently. Her anger didn't last long.
He got arrested and everything, and she went and bailed him out.
Hill gave me this picture where Simmons posted on social media Wednesday, thankful for life no matter how hard life may seem. Some 13 hours later, she was dead, and Walker on the run. Hill wants this to be a lesson for others in violent relationships.
In the midst of this chaotic period, a revealing discovery was made that offered insight into the intricate mindset of Otis Walker. Otis was ultimately captured on August 8, 2019, a week after the incident. During his arrest, authorities made a disturbing discovery, a handwritten note found on him. In it, Otis Walker expressed his apologies to Officer Derek Nunn and the DeKalb County Police Department for his inexcusable actions. He claimed to have shot Aleka Simmons in self-defense, a statement that starkly contradicted the evidence and the events of that night. Additionally, Otis Walker asserted that he had fired his weapon into the ground and towards the responding officers with the intention of inciting them to shoot and kill him, a claim that was also at odds with the established facts of the case. Following these harrowing and violent incidents, Otis Walker was held accountable thanks to the steadfast dedication of law enforcement and the committed pursuits of the legal system. During his trial, Otis Walker faced numerous grave charges, such as murder, aggravated assault, and illegal firearm possession during a felony. Otis claimed self-defense in Aleka Simmons' shooting and maintained that he shot at the ground to provoke the responding officers into killing him. Contrary to his assertions, the evidence showed otherwise, with bullets hitting Officer Nunn and others penetrating the second floor of a nearby house.
Man police say murdered his girlfriend and shot an officer is now off the streets. Here's the mugshot from the DeKalb County Jail. Investigators tracked him down after a week-long search. Channel 2's Lauren Posen live in DeKalb County on this. So Lauren, this isn't the suspect's first time getting in trouble.
Justin, I found out he has a history of arrests from family violence to aggravated assault. Now, this man right here, Otis Walker, right now, he's inside the DeKalb County Jail. But tomorrow, he will be video conferenced right over here to magistrate court to go in front of a judge.
We will seek out and we will arrest anyone that committing violent acts in DeKalb County.
Investigators did just that late Thursday night when they arrested Otis Walker at a gas station on Panola Road. They found him about 2 miles from the home where police say Walker shot and killed his girlfriend, 27-year-old Alica Simmons, a week and a half ago.
Otis Walker's destiny was determined when he received a life sentence, along with an extra 65 years to be served consecutively, effectively ensuring he would spend his remaining years in prison. Aleka's last message on social media poignantly read, "Thankful for life, no matter how hard life may seem." Tragically, just 12 hours after her last post, Aleka would lose her life. Her relationship with Otis Walker was fraught with difficulties. It was a union plagued by alarming signs of abuse and instability, which cast a pall of fear and uncertainty over her existence. Otis's previous arrest for a battery involving Aleka ominously hinted at the turbulent dynamics of their relationship. The sorrowful tale of Alica Simmons stands as a deeply moving and distressing testament to the severe and enduring effects of domestic violence on individuals, families, and communities. Her life was devastatingly ended due to a turbulent and abusive partnership, a circumstance that sadly mirrors many other hidden cases of domestic violence. In light of this stark reality, Alica's situation spurred a reinvigorated dedication to increasing awareness of domestic violence and offering essential support to those caught in abusive relationships. Her narrative has inspired a unified effort within the community, nurturing a spirit of empathy and solidarity aimed at disrupting the cycle of violence that led to her untimely demise. Aleka's fate was undeserved and tragic. She should not have lost her life to someone she cared for and defended. My heartfelt sympathies go out to her friends and family. May you find strength in your healing journey and eventually discover peace. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.